underground tapes as my ass cap and publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized as keeping me energized. Create with a business.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Detroit Lions and the London Black Knights. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
They'll start out here with the option left. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll set up a throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And the opening drive of the game yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Flush to his right.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep is Kadarius Toney.
That's pulled in at the 32. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Back to Walker on first down.
And some space here. Past the 20.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Will Dissly with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Yeah, this ball game clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here. 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20, ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Eluding the pressure. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
They'll set up to throw.
He finds his man, Sky Moore, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Lions have got it back to within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete.
He's got room at the 30.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Here's Walker.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and they are able to add on to their advantage.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
He'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for the touchdown.
Kyle Pitts,
61 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go. Yellow, 43.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
He will push his way down to about the 14.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
On second down, Swift.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Back to throw here.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself.
Touchdown!
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 14. Give to Walker on the read option. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. He's got room at the 30.
Touchdown!
Kadarius Toney.
62 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
136 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Flushed out right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Give to Walker on the read option.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Here's Swift.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 165 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Once again, it's Swift.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he's got some space here. There he goes right side. The 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 4 yards remain for second down. He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the home team here, they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't